Then try to bring my son down now. You know what I'm saying? But I got blocked with that situation though. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't let him get processed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, once I became vice president, you know what I'm saying, that's when I started really just noticing how the politics really played a part in everything. Cause they wouldn't give none of my sons no jobs. I had 2 of them to come down now. I know these babies I got now though, I'm looking to try to get them down there before once they get old enough. But that's if I don't been to have this truck coming and jumping where I need to jump.
Yeah.
I'll bring them down there and let them get a taste of it. I'm still probably gonna let them get their cars even if they don't decide to just stay there. Just go on here and just get a process to be able to. I always have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
Don't nothing else work.
And it's a good thing to fall back on too.
Yeah, but the majority of the people around here in this neighborhood they all that came down there after they just seen me down there. You saying ask me the process of getting down there. You saying I get them. You saying what steps they need to take to get down there. And it's a lot of them that came down there. My main thing I always tell them, you saying just don't tell them that you don't meet them. You saying because you might get blocked. But other than that, you saying that a lot of them. I've helped a lot of guys come down there.
Some guys they come and go. Some of them can handle the work. So got some they can't get it.
Right.
Recording night. All right, we in the game now. Yeah, I done looked out for some people, cousins, homeboys. And someone said, yeah, I like how your cousin work. Where he at? They like how he work. They like his work ethic. And I call him, hey man, where you at, man? They say they need you down here. He got something else going on. He went back to working a BS job, and like, bro, you just don't know how easy you would have had it made if you just would have just kept on coming.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cause like even though they wouldn't process my son through 1410, my son wouldn't got processed over at 1410-1. And when 1410 was falling short of workers, Dahl was one of the ones who hired my son to come over there and work for CSA. He hired him a couple of times, and he used to ask me why he won't come back. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up trying to venture off too and do some other stuff. But he never could get processed through 1410, even though they was, like I said, Dahl had hired him twice. But they never would process him through that. So once he ended up getting himself, situated on another job, he never looked back.
I'm straight where I'm at.
Yeah.
It be like that sometimes. Definitely be like that. I had another cousin of mine. He was always, I know he needed the job. He paid the processing fee and everything. Came to the job. I think he had a black. Yeah, his first job he had was a ground job. He said, "Yeah, that was cool. I like that job right there." He won't get that job all the time. But I was telling him, you can't get that job all the time. You don't have enough seniority. And one day he had to go on the boat, and I ain't asked him how he went. I think I had called a lesson for him and asked how it was, how his work was. He said, "That's your cousin right there?" Shit. He said, "Man, he ain't worth a damn. He handed me the rod." Then he talking about his stomach hurt. He got to go shit. I just told him, "Hey, you got to go home." And he got fired. Yeah, I guess he got fired. Either he got fired or he just told him don't come back on the boat. He ain't made for the boat. Like everybody's not made for the boat. You gotta be in some kind of physical shape.
Yeah.
You lifting them rods.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but we had this one guy coming on the boat with me and Aaron. Muscle bound. He was swole. I just knew he could pick up every rod out there all in one hand if he wanted to. I said, yeah, we got us somebody working with us. We got to putting them long rods up that mug. He went to wobbling. I was like, nah. And then I said, just lean him up on the box, man. Just lean him on the box. And he was leaning them, but he was putting them on top of rods that was already in place. And the man was study loading it. So when he loaded, you saying it's shaking. Next thing you know, you got to pay attention. You got to be listening for different stuff. So I heard that rod just started sliding. I looked up and he was coming, and Aaron had his back to it. And I reached past him to catch that bad boy, and it still kind of tapped.